What's happening? It's another swoop for you. Yeah. Some of y'all be like, yo, where Lee get them beats from? I just like be digging around, and all of a sudden the algorithm works out, and then all of a sudden, boom, there it is. It's just a list of beats. Um, from people you never heard of before. Shout out to my brother, my real brother, Biz. Busy, Baz. He got a YouTube channel. He runs music and plays instrumentals. People be coming up with some joints and he plays them, and you pump it or dump it, whatever it's called, it's something like that. But I tune into him. You wouldn't believe me and my brother. Well, I'm the oldest, so of all of them, and you wouldn't believe we about like 20 years apart almost. Like 20 years older than him. Almost. About 17 years older than him. But anyway, we cruising tonight. Uh, just leaving out Santa Nella, California, and yeah, I've been bumping up and down this five and this 152 and all that good stuff. I was up in the Bay. I was trying to reach out to my boy out there. He finally got to me, but we ain't speaking on the phone yet. But we'll get up when we can. Um, just out here, just something different for me, man. Doing this West Coast swing. I've been I just been on one lately where it's just I I get tired of something and I just go do something else. And, I was asked a question the other day about what was that, an oversized load on the shoulder there? It's a big ass load. Um, damn. Hit me and was talking the other day. He was like, "Damn, Tyrone, I know you don't even be out there. You don't even be out there at all." And it's kind of shocking to a lot of people because I live in Arizona and Arizona's next door to California. I haven't. This is the most I've ran California in my damn want to say my whole career. Outside my first like 3 years, 5 years of trucking, because I did a lot of it at Prime as a trainer, and me and my wife ran team, and then I did a lot of it as a company driver. Um, MS carriers and a couple other carriers along the way, and then it kind of stopped after 2005. I mean, I once in a blue moon popped up and came to California. Is very rare, so it's nothing like just don't deal with the 55-mile-an-hour bull crap. And at times I don't want to deal with DOT because they just you know my overall safety rating is right now clean. I had one incident in Arkansas. Like I told him, I said I don't even know how you're reading this. I don't even think this is rateable. Yeah, just kind of like and you go look it up. I said it was nowhere to be found, but I did find it somewhere, and it isn't rateable. It's even the FMCSA said this is even rateable, so there was no need to data queue the joint, right? So always check up on your stuff when you get something that's questionable. You never know um, what may happen, but I knew that wasn't even a rateable violation. Like you know, basically, like I said, I had broke down and then I had got my truck worked on. And I was on the side of the road in the fog, and I had my strobe light on. And then I pulled up after I got fixed. It was literally like 1 mile away. But by the time the sunlight came out, the strobe light was still on. I didn't realize it was still on. So, but other than that, no problems. We're clean. I've been pulling up in all of the California scales that are open, from Banning to Lebec, not Lebec. Well, Grapevine, all that. Um, Gilroy, all the ones that bust your ass and put your ass on social media, you know, and they haven't bothered me. I came through there loaded. I done came through there empty. So, um, even the one right up here is just north of Santa Nilla or whatever. It hasn't been an issue. Turning the lights down. Didn't even realize that. But I need to get some brighter headlights, man. Mine's just kind of low. I can see, but see something on this video. But overall, it's been good, and like I said, I'm just trying to feel my way out through this mess out here with the current market. I know a lot of people, even myself, it's been hard times. It's been rough. As y'all know, my story, part of the story, from literally a year ago, coming up, I think tomorrow is when the one truck I had went down for the count. And I made the driver deadhead the truck back to Arizona from Utah with no load to bring it back to the shop to get fixed. And it took me several months to get it, back in the game, do the national back orders and stuff like that. And driver uh, pulled the pulled one on where he had to take time off. But anyway, like that truck is back in the game. It's been back on the road. That driver had it. That driver's not here no more. But somebody else is driving that truck, uh, and that's pretty much it. I've had a return employee, ex-employee of mine, come back, and I'm working with him on some stuff here, and we'll see how it goes. But the market, man, it's just the market is the market. The fuel's starting to creep back up again, as y'all can see. Um, I officially transferred over to the TSD or the EFS WEX commercial card, and Everything's pretty much the same except you control more of the options on the card on your end. Um, um, and you get billed weekly. So you pick your day for that money to come out, and then that day before it already generates the bill right at the midnight, I think Central Time, somewhere between midnight and 3 in the morning. It'll come out. Then you start over again. Um, so that's how that goes with that. So we're trying to watch everything, watch a few cars, and now I know it all comes out at one time every week. That way I don't have to be like s- when and who, when it's coming out on what truck, what day, and all this and that is all together now. Also, it also is linked to my ELD for IFTA, so that's another plus for that. So the TSD commercial card, I don't know if you guys without authorities are able to get it. I don't want to say yes or no, but I know if you got an authority, you have an opportunity to get the card. You have your own account. You can control certain things on there. Fuel purchases, cash advance. I guess we don't do cash advances, but um, miscellaneous oil and stuff like that, we can get it. So it's not a problem. Speaking of the cash advance, and I was listening to OB and Theo the other day. Shout out to them. They got that thing going. I like it, man. Talked to Dirty Broke the other day. We got to get that back going too. Me and Cooley talked the other day. We need to get something going on here. Like how we used to do. But we'll see what happens down the road with all that. But OB and Theo was talking about uh the industry and how things are with the rates and blaming brokers. Those that know, I make a lot of jokes and they're awesome serious. They're serious though what some of these drivers do out here and some of the rates that they take these loads for. And y'all heard me before say dudes is taking loads 40% whatever below market, even down to 70% below market. And and I'm not even really talking about COVID, the COVID market. Um, when I first moved to Arizona in 2013, loads used to leave Arizona going back to the East Coast produce $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. I've seen $11,000. These were non-pandemic times, so I'm trying to figure. I know there's a lot more trucks out here now, and a lot of them are falling off to the wayside and stuff like that. But it's like, wow, they really out here like sticking it to people. $5,000 all the way to the Bronx, $4,800 to the Bronx, PA. Like these guys, these brokers, yeah, they out to keep as much money as possible. But then also, I think a lot of them don't even understand cost. I mean, like, do you know what it costs to run across the PA Turnpike? Do you know what it costs to run the GWB and all the bridges in New York City? You're crossing probably at least 2 to 3 bridges, depending on where you're going. Easily, that's $300. Easily. Jersey Turnpike and nobody does it worse than Jersey in Pennsylvania. They go up about 10 to 12% almost every year, every other year. It's crazy, man. So you have to know your costs to run that truck out to those areas in Florida and stuff. I heard them talking about Florida. I don't know how somebody could just take a load. Like I always told drivers this, you know, most likely in most trucks, 50 gallons will get you 300 miles, 250, 300, depending on the weight of the load, terrain, and all that stuff. So you should know, 50 gallons will get you about that, you know, and then every 50 gallons is about the same thing. But like I said, depends on the terrain and the load and all that other stuff, right? That's a good, reference point for fuel. I don't know how people are booking loads into places such as Florida, and they're getting it from TQL or whoever. and then realize it's a round trip, but you only had enough fuel enough money in the load or to advance off the load to go down to Florida, not to come back. So now you stuck with that. That's crazy. Um, the other thing I was talking about was, some cash advances. I always felt that the cash advance, I'm not gonna lie, I've took a cash advance before. But I never took any wild cash advances like you hear some people talking about. Um, the cash advance is so damaging to the trucking industry, as far as I'm concerned, because people can't manage their money. They blow all their money, and then they have no more money at the end of the week, and they wonder what happened. Like I had a driver one time get an advance, and then they were stunned at their check. Like, bro, you asked for more money than what the load was actually paying you by, like, I don't know, $100. Yes, you're still gonna get taxed on the money that you advanced. That's how it works. You don't get money for free if you're on a W-2. It's not how it goes. But hey, I mean, these are the things people don't understand, and the taxes and stuff like that. um, and then you end up having, like, problems such as that. I do believe the cash advance has ruined a lot of drivers' lives, as far as home and everything, careers, stuff like that. When you start taking big ass cash advances, $400, $500, $1,000, and you can't even think of where the money went other than maybe fuel, that's a big problem. That's a real, real big ass problem, man. So I don't know, man. But watching these rates, people ask me what do I think about how the market's gonna go. I'm not really gonna speak too much on when I think it's gonna turn around. These are the times where it starts to turn around. We'll see. There's little things. We have some action out here in California. A lot of snow, a lot of rain, still snowing in some areas. You can't even get across I-80 up there. Trucks have been trapped on I-80 coming out of Reno for 5 days. Then they opened it up a little bit, and then it got shut down again for another 3 days. Like you literally cannot go across to come to Sacramento or go to Reno. They have so many loads pop up that goes to Reno. Nobody's taking them. I get phone calls in Arizona to take loads to Sacramento, but stop in Reno. I'm not taking those loads. How much would it cost? I will not even send my driver up there. How much would you charge? I'm not even putting a number on it to send my driver up there. Mm-mm, won't happen. But the market is it's crazy because how I always say you got drivers that everybody like the Georgias, the Atlantas, the Dallas type of drivers that they all want to run in the same area, want to run to the same. Some people step their ass out because they know what time it is. But all those other drivers that want to do the same thing, they want to go down. I heard OB talking about it. Run down from Dallas to like San Antonio or Austin or something. Then they just like the hell with it. I'm a deadhead all the way down to you went down from Dallas or Fort Worth down to Austin for 350, $400 maybe, and then you deadheaded all the way down to Laredo to pick up a load to come back up for $700. That makes no sense at all. None at all. It just financially doesn't make any sense. I watch lanes such as like um we can say parts of Louisiana, South Louisiana, New Orleans, Lafayette, stuff like that, even Houston, going out to Odessa, Texas, and this is before COVID and all this stuff. These lanes paid $2,500 and stuff for a reefer or a van, just taking probably totes, non-hazmat totes and stuff like that out there. Danny almost whatever out there. You was getting about 2 grand easily. Now they're down to like maybe $1,200. I don't know what they were paying during COVID because I really didn't even run like that in COVID, and I never ran exempt and all that other stuff. But now it's like $900, $1,200. Like, well, what are we doing here? Who's taking these loads? Like, who's taking these $300 loads down to Dallas, to Austin, and and then deadheading down, which I've seen them do, go down and then they come back up. Like these dudes make no sense. Now the brokers see how y'all run and how y'all do, because all y'all want to do is just enough to pay them little bills, right? Get back and whatever you want to do at the end of the week, um, and get back to the house, right? They're using it against you now. Convoy's good for it. They give you $155 load right now, real quick. You better not bid anything over $100 on it. They're gonna kick it out. But you gotta know how to use it against them to get that good rate, because most of the time you're gonna get kicked out. I probably book like one load, two loads for the gear for Convoy, couple loads for JB Hunt. I don't even really like that click and go stuff, but I know it's particular times when to get these people. But now it's so bad, they're posting loads and they're $50 loads. Go across town. Like, who's taking these loads, man? I can understand now. I ain't talking about $50. If they're like $250, $300, they're like 3 miles. And even then, I don't even move a load for that. But if there was multiple ones and you just had to do like 5 of them in a day, and the total miles didn't go over 20 miles, then I guess it's cool, right? Even though I feel like no load should be moved for under $500 anyway, because I didn't stated why. Uh, Most of your costs when it comes down to mechanics and maintenance, if you got a road cost stuff like that, it's easily over about $500. A tire, you can't even hardly get a tire for $500 unless you got deep discounts, deep. So, um, I don't know why drivers do this and haul freight for that load, and y'all mad about it. You cry, but y'all doing it though. But y'all doing it. Y'all helped set this crazy ass market. Seen a dude do a video about loads going from New Orleans up north to Michigan. Used to get like over 3 grand to go up there. Now $1,600. Why? Because some fool, some idiot is taking it for that. Why are you damn near stopping way back here, man? Come on. But and and the tools are there. Now maybe some dudes just got the basic package on DAT. He didn't even get off. Oh, now he wants to get off. Um, where you can't see certain things and use certain tools. Okay. Some of y'all just be, well, what's a freeload board? Okay, then you go find the freeload boards. You know, I was running loads that weren't even on the load board anymore, but now I'm back to the load board and I'm kind of not like on it and not on it at the moment. But people don't even know how to use the board. Don't even know how to use the 15-day average, which I don't even really believe all in that 15-day average stuff. But the way they are right now is kind of like whatever. Like Stigley said, like how do y'all even change that like that? One day is this, and a few days later it's like $500-$600 cheaper or something like that. I don't even understand that. I don't. But drivers don't adapt. They don't adjust to the conditions of the market. Some folks, yes, they go home and they stay home for a while. I mean, how much longer can you stay home for a while? I don't know. Some people got that money, that money I'm talking about. Some people ran the bag up when they was exempt. That's good for them. Now there's been a couple of times I went to the house and I just looked at the loads and I was just like, I ain't even touching this stuff, man. I didn't even want to come to California, but I had to come to realization like right now at the moment, and it's still kind of rough here. It's California a bust for the time being. Now I've been pretty good at what I've been doing. I've been pretty good. It seems like now I lose a day every week out here when I come out here. Uh, it just happens like that. But I do make it do what it do. I watch my fuel because fuel here is easily like 60 cents higher, 50 cents higher, and that's with the discount. Try not to haul ass and stuff like that. You can't really haul ass out here, but I knock it up to 62, and ride because running up and down a couple of hills is gonna even out anyway. So, but yeah, you gotta adjust, man. You know, I'll be in one place for a little while, and I'll leave there. I haven't been, I'll be in Denver and stuff. I was running that for a little bit. I ain't been there for about 2 months now, pushing. Um, Now I've been out here for the past several weeks now, running around Arizona, California. I ain't been nowhere else. Some people like, damn, you should already been running now. I just don't even really like playing around out here. But like I told people, I do what my insurance allows me to do. So take that for what that's worth. But you gotta know how to play, man. It's gonna be rough, and you can't win every week. And I always say that, yeah, I don't win every week out here, but when I do, I do. Um, Now I'm trying to do a few other things, trying to set up a couple other things if I can. But I just gotta let things level off because last year was just real bad, man. Where I started off the year last year very strong, and then I say January, I got sick a couple of times, and I probably did catch COVID. I don't know, but I beat that, and whatever that was, 2 times in like 3 weeks. I'd never been sick 2 times in 3 weeks. Um, but putting up numbers. And then all of a sudden hell broke loose. I started, one truck broke down, then fixed him, then the other truck broke down, then two of us broke down, then all of a sudden I got hit at the truck stop, and then all of a sudden come right running, and that's when I got sick the second time, and then all of a sudden, boom, the big one happened, and the truck goes down. And in the meantime, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to try to capitalize with the trailers that I've been waiting for a while. And I finally get the green light. They're here. You can get them now. And all of a sudden, everything goes to hell. Fuel goes to the moon. Everybody's, shit in the bed or whatever. And it's just like, what do you do now? Other than now, well, you can't get nothing. People tell you call back in a year and a half, check back with us in a year and a half. You still keep pushing, trying to get loads from direct shippers. Yeah, it's hard to get them or whatever, but you gotta go out there, you gotta ask, you gotta email, you gotta do whatever, pick up the phone until you hit one, and that's how you gotta do it. Damn, roads is terrible out here, man. But so I end up putting a couple of them on Coop. Coop is with Ryder. But hey, it is what it is. Until everything starts to change, we see truck prices dropping, equipment prices dropping, and then we'll see how that plays out over the next 9 months here. Cooley, my boy Cooley, got a couple of trucks. Shout out to him. He got them ready to go. I think he already got dudes in them ready to rock, and he's doing his thing. We talk about me, him, X. We talk on the regular, put it like that. So you try to keep yourself surrounded with people that's doing things and trying to do better for themselves. As long as you stick around, with people like that or whatever, you know, you'll be better off. But you gotta be willing to put in your work. You gotta do it yourself now. I mean, but you can always go back and sit down and talk with like-minded people. So, but you guys out here are your own worst enemies, man. Underbidding the hell out of each other. Yes, if you sit, some people just can't sit. I gotta be moving. I gotta be moving. I mean, I sit. I don't. I'm gonna hit. Sometimes I might lose a day, but I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna go out there to waste 2 days to run at $1.40 a mile just to get somewhere. I'm gonna get mine one way or the other. Sometimes it just don't look like it ain't gonna work out, but I'm gonna get it. Um, Whether I don't care if that's a load that goes 100 miles and they pay $900 that day, I'm gonna get it. So um, even though I'm out here in an area where it's gonna be pretty tough, it ain't really popped off yet. For anything, the volume of the freight went up a little bit. I will give them that. I'll say it went up probably like 15%. Maybe that's because of the storms and stuff. But I know when I first started coming out here, it was like 150 loads, and by 9 o'clock it was 60 loads. Now it's like 400 loads, and then at the end of the day, it's probably like 100 loads. So, I remember at some points it used to be about 2,000 loads out here. But also, I think that's got something to do with the ports too. Being that I think some of that stuff shifted. You know, but you can't shoot yourself in the foot, man. Out here, you shoot yourself in the foot out here, you gonna be in a lot of trouble, man. That's all I can tell you, man. That's all I can really say. But I've been doing pretty decent out here. I mean, yeah, I've been going back by the house here and there. Um, cause I come back in, I'm in Casa Grande or whatever I'm doing. I went into Phoenix the other day and then I came right back out here. I didn't even go home. So I'm trying to find some opportunities. And I'm looking for them and see what I can get. Um, just gotta keep pushing, man. That's all. It's got my tags updated and stuff. I got some temporary tag. I wait for the stickers and stuff to come to my house. I got to the end of the month for that, so but we'll get it right, and keep moving. Drivers having hard times getting their tags too. Very hard time getting their tags. At companies or on money. You know, they don't got the money. A lot of people's going on leasing on these, Super O no and these other companies. You don't even hear nothing about VL no more. But and they're not even getting any money, man. And the sad part is they keep using. I'm gonna say this because I know it's been tap danced around a little bit. They use black people to advertise for them. The A to B did that crap, and it's always, yeah, they did me great, this and that. I don't even know if these people drive trucks or not. You ever notice that it's always the people that are not really owner operators that come, just some random person that that probably don't know what they're talking about, but they took the money. They paid them a couple of $100 to go do an ad for them and stuff like that. Some of these companies do, and then everybody flocks over there. That's why I be like, it's the new underground railroad, and it's for truck drivers. Everybody's over there. Black folks, white folks, don't matter. Huh. They're over there, these companies, and they get burnt like a motherfucker. Get their ass burnt. Now, some of them doing their thing and manipulating the system and doing what, um, Vladimir and Pouchet be saying, and those that, you know, Vladimir is Vladimir. Pouchet was from Bad Boys. He was driving whatever the fuck he was driving at the end there and crashed that bitch, the old school Porsche or whatever that was. Um, Y'all do what they say. You run those log books over there, they shrink the time or whatever software they got, and you know, it's crazy, man. And then you're stuck holding the bag, don't know what to do. You ain't making enough money, you gotta get the hell out of there. Some of y'all still stuck on COVID numbers. That was not the norm. We told y'all that wasn't the norm. This will crash. I didn't know it was gonna crash like this, but yeah, it was gonna crash. No, you're a hater. You can't see another person come up. It ain't even that, man. We're just trying to tell you what we know. What we know. You wasn't willing to accept it. Now you gotta stand there and face the music. That's all I could say. Then you got dudes running for Amazon. They want to know where they find the $4 a mile loads at. Well, see, damn, he's got to blow out in the steer. Uh, the thing is, the $4 or $5 a mile thing during COVID, that's over with. Yes, you can find one or two here and there, and I'm not talking about going 100 miles. I'm talking about 300-400 mile loads, stuff like that. But shit, I nailed the 300-mile load. Was it $6 a mile? Now it's more than that. More than that. And that was when it was snowing out here. But I know when to get them. I think I pissed them off when I did it, but you couldn't move it. Shit, you offered me 1,100, then no 1,000, then you said maybe 1,200, and somebody else calls me and says, uh, talks about it, and I see it on the board now. All of a sudden it's 1,800. Then I thought about 2,500. I go up to 2,800, end up getting it for 2,600. Hey, it might have pissed them off. I don't know. I think it did. Then the other day they gonna offer it to me for 1,500, which I understand. 1,500. I mean, for right about 300 miles. Okay, that's all right. But that goes to tell you how much some of these people really do have in these loads. But they just don't want to pay, and then they will try to move a load for $800. I've caught them a couple of times. They're coming out of Phoenix, right into LA. I mean, 17, $1,800, $2,000. Uh, you know, but they will try to move it for under $1,000. Fuel's too damn high. Cost is too damn high. These damn shops, $200 an hour now. Man, they charging $1,200 for PMs and stuff now. If you go into some of these dealerships, you see it can't work. Shit. But anyway, yeah. So everybody's going up, and y'all going backwards. The dude said moonwalking. Y'all going backwards like hell. Why are you going backwards, man? Why are you going backwards? They not going backwards. They never will go backwards. The only time they gonna go backwards is when they go out of business. MAC Kenworth ain't going out of business. Freightliner ain't going out of business. Peterbilt ain't going out of business. Most of these shops ain't going out of business. They're going up. They ain't cutting their rates back down. But you motherfuckers like cutting your shit down. You'll cut each other down. You think Freightliner cutting MAC down? No. Vice versa? No. TA? No. These dudes got minimum charges. Minimums. Minimums. You dudes don't even have a minimum. Or some people say day rates in certain situations. You guys don't even have that. Your minimum goes backwards. And it's bad. It's bad business, man. Bad business. I don't know what to say, man. It's just like it's tragic. Well, like I always say, tragic. What do you do with people like that? I mean, yeah, the purge is here. It's pushing people out. Some people say, yeah, you've seen a lot of people pop their settlements and stuff like that and show off this and show off that, and then you don't see them no more. Where they at though? What they doing now? So I had some people speak on me and other people like, motherfucker, I'm right here. My partner's still right here. Cooley, Green, all damn boy, you all the way out there, ain't you? Shit. Truck all the way out there in the field. I don't think y'all saw that. He looked like he ran off the road there. But all these people, they still doing their thing, man. You think somebody gonna be coming on YouTube all the time just to, nah, man. People they gotta figure this shit out here. I remember one time, like I was on lives daily, like all the time. Then all of a sudden, I seen how things was just tighten up. I said, "Yo, let me get over here and start focusing more on this shit because this is my shit here. I can't be fucking around." You notice how Lowe's is just leaving. Like somebody ran off the road there. Damn. Um, Lowe's is just leaving the board fast. I mean, as soon as it posts, it's gone. Sometimes you even email these cats, they don't say nothing. You call them, they don't say nothing. They'll hang up on you real quick. I had Armstrong hang up on me today. Huh. You know, you try to fight for a couple of hundred more dollars, and you might get it, but then all of a sudden, a few minutes later, you ain't got it. That's just the game right now. When will the table turn? I don't know when it'll turn, but it'll turn eventually. Your phone will be blowing up probably. You know, I mean, they do a lot of emails nowadays. I had one broker emailing the hell out of me. I had to like turn off, unsubscribe from them. Like, they was just sending me emails from loads in places we don't even be. You know, I still get the phone calls just over the last several weeks. People want to quote. I don't quote, man. I'm not gonna quote for y'all, man, unless it's a shipper that wants to call me. And I had one shipper call me on a quote, not a quote, but uh to let me know that they're gonna be ramping up their produce hauling here very soon, and they were like for us to haul for them or whatever. A lot of Walmart stuff or whatever, some Costco's, I believe. So we'll see what happens there. But then there's others which are brokers. They want you to give them a quote for a freaking lane. You don't give them a quote for a freaking lane, they ain't gonna call you back most likely. You reach out to them, they don't say nothing back to you. What you playing with them for? I'm not gonna play with you, man. You can't if you can't bid a lane, then you don't need to be a broker. You can't bid a lane as an owner operator with trying to get a customer like that USPS thing that Stingley was talking about. You have no business being out here. You literally out here cutting people's throat to get a mail lane to say you haul mail. Really? That you run FedEx or whatever? But you running it for nothing? Well, shit, it was so damn bad with the boy that the post office told him, "Nah, your rate is too bad for us to even give you this lane. You need to go do that again." You know what that is? That's that convoy click and go. All these click and go dudes, they, and they putting up these bids that ain't gonna work. Financially, they don't even make sense. You got to have a driver and stuff like that. One time I bidded on something, and I shot myself in the foot because I should have. That was kind of like I should have took it for what it was in the market that I'm in. It was just a local thing. You do it every day. I think for 5 days or something like that. And I I was trying to calculate, putting on a driver, paying them a salary and stuff like that, or maybe I'll end up doing it. But I was really focused on trying to put somebody in the truck and let them do it. I kind of burnt myself because after I went back and did a little bit more math, I was like, damn, I still would have made money all day long. I'd have fueled the truck up and been good for 6, 7 months. I wouldn't even have to buy no more fuel, you know. But I really wasn't thinking that time. But somebody took it for what it was. That's it, and I lost that. But dudes is out here really just underbidding just to get shit to say they got something, and then when it gets bad for them, they don't know what to do. They can't fix their equipment. They can't do nothing. That's one thing we do fix our stuff, man. We do fix our stuff. They ain't no debating about that. You can ask any of them. Now, Leak fix his truck. Leak can't go around talking shit about people saying duct tape express and stuff. I might have to pack something for a minute, but I'm not gonna ride around with shit hanging off the truck and and bald tires and leaky oil pans and all kinds of crazy mess. Where I know if I keep on rocking like that, then I'm gonna be in some trouble. There's some things, yes, that I will tell you to ride on, and either it's gonna go away or I gotta get you where I need you to go fix it. But just to straight up neglect it and say the hell with it, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. I see my trucks. I see the drivers. I always see them. I walk around the truck. I walk around the trailer. I'm looking around everything. I'm looking at stuff that maybe DOT will look at, things that I don't expect them to even look at themselves, the drivers, even though they should. But I just know where to look and what to look for. You know, um, one thing goes out on one of the trucks, I buy three because I need one for each truck because I already know what's going to happen here. Like the airbag situation. When them airbags was $50 or 40 something dollars, I bought all airbags and put all new airbags on each truck. Valves, bought the valves, put them on the trucks. Carrier bearings, I put them on the trucks. If they didn't need it, they got it. It's there. It's ready. Always got a, well, most of the time, I will have a spare brake chamber, long stroke, short stroke, you know. So one for the truck, one for the trailer on deck. Because you go to places like TA and the truck stops, they want to charge you $150 for a brake chamber that costs $35. Nah, bro, I got that right here. All you gotta do is probably cut the damn rod. That's it. Some things I could do myself without going to the TA and stuff like that. Some people can't. But when you run your operation so damn low that you can't afford to fix your truck, you're pretty much done. Like Stingley said, it's a lot of people out there that steal a lot of shit. Those are the ones that's doing this stuff. I ain't gonna say for the most part, but there's a good number of them out there stealing fuel, stealing tires, stealing whatever they can steal, stealing tarps, whatever, opening trailers, stealing low locks, whatever they can steal because they don't make enough money to pay for their stuff, you know. But it's a sad situation out there for a lot of people, man. And like I said, there will be a lot of casualties. Um, Anybody could be a casualty out here right now for whatever reason. But you know, some people just run themselves in the ground. I got to the point where at one point I was running before this big breakdown. Half of my loads was factored and the other half weren't. I had a couple of quick pays, stuff like that. But and then when that breakdown happened, I had to like, damn, I had to pull back. Shit, I had to stay, technically, I had to stop paying myself just to make sure. I got to a point I ain't even pay myself no more. I still had money, but I mean, just like I don't know. That's just a business decision I made, and that's that. Now, I'm pretty much back at it, but um, I had to. Then I started leaning back more on the factoring side because it was like, damn, this shit is gonna cut into my shit. I was getting it going, getting it rolling, got the money, you know, some brokers, yeah, I'm gonna factor their ass because I'm just probably not gonna wait no 60 days for their ass. But I did come in not really needing to factor a lot. And speaking of the factoring thing, you know, dude, like I think, and I know it doesn't work for a lot of people. You come in here with your own truck and own trailer, and you can't float 30 days to 60 days, you're gonna probably have a problem or two. Especially if you're trying to sit around and wait for somebody to pay you in 28 days. which is gonna turn to like 35 days. You know, now if somebody pay you in 14, yeah, you'd be all right, probably. You know, when you just out there finding anybody to haul for, you know, they're not even factorable. Then you gotta use different little sources to figure out can you even trust these guys, and you don't even do that due diligence, and then you get burnt by one of them. Mm. I don't. There's about 5 brokers I messed with that weren't factorable through OTR Capital, um, and I gave them a chance, and so far it's good. I'm good with them. Do I use them a lot? No, but I haven't had a problem with them. But some guys, out of desperation, real desperation, will just take anything, don't check nothing. Some of these dudes is double broker and triple broker and taking all your money and keeping it. Dudes using fake Landstar emails at gmail.com. That ain't Landstar. Just because they got the logo, you about to get burnt, but you about to get burnt, boy. That's what's about to happen to you. Um, so many people's been burnt by double brokers stealing loads. Y'all heard me talk about in the last one of them last videos. But people gonna learn not to mess around with certain things because you will get your ass handed to you in the long run. Well, yeah, man, we cruising out here. I'll probably stop down here. I don't know. Bakersfield, what do you call it? Button Willow? I don't know. See what's up. Now I'll work. Where I emptied up there, I'm coming back down south. I ain't messing around. There ain't really no lows up north. I missed out on a couple of short ones that paid pretty well. You know, gotta be a little quicker than that. But it is what it is. This is one of the smoother parts of I-5 in the state of California. You know, you're driving around, you come to these way stations. Boy, Jesus Christ. Uh, what's the scale up there? Gilroy, both sides. Jesus, like, what are y'all doing up there, man? Moon craters. I think a moon truck coming through there, man. I'm waiting for a meteor to come flying through and hit something. I don't understand how you get off on an exit ramp to go to a way station and your truck is getting banged the hell out like that. Of course, you're probably gonna get a load shift. Of course, you go right get a chunk ripped out of your tire. Of course, something might break right then and there going in that wasn't even broken. That is terrible. You know, not banning, Banning's in a class of his own. Gilroy is too. All these California stations are. I done ran the 101. I done ran up and down 5. I really haven't ran 99 much, but you know, they're just so raggedy. The entrance, and it's crazy. They don't even fix it. They got a nerve to give you a fix it ticket though, but they don't fix the damn roads around here worth a damn. Arizona too, West I-10. You know, East I-10 going back into Phoenix. It's so pathetic that these dudes are out there, right? They got the lanes closed and they got bags of asphalt to pour into concrete that's cracked. That doesn't work. But I know it probably cost them $200,000 to do that real quick, right? Do you know that one of those road signs, 55-mile-an-hour sign, I forget what the cost was. It's up there to have that sign out there. I delivered stuff. I delivered highway paint. You know, the white for the white lines and stuff, the yellow lines out here. Uh, I think I delivered some, uh, you know, poles for speed limit signs and stuff like that. And I was asking, how much does it cost for that? And I forget it was up there, man. I was like, really, bro? Really? But yeah, it's But yeah, back to that raggedy ass roads. This right here is probably one of the smoothest pieces of road you're gonna get in this state right here. You get anywhere around the cities, near the cities or whatever, near way stations, forget about it. Hold on, stay strong. That's all I can say, man. So, but other than that, man, I just want to do the little video. I don't know if you can really hear the instrumental good, but we're gonna get that worked out. And with that said, man, if you see me out here, you see me out here. We can get up, we can have something to eat real quick. If I ain't doing nothing for that day, because I always end up losing a day. Maybe we buy something we can, have a drink or something. But other than that, man, it is your boy with another video, and we out of here. We gonna talk to y'all next time.